Okay, second stream of the day. Hopefully a little bit more chill. For anyone who is in chat, Tazdar, hello. I generally tend to send the main audience over to a raid before I start this because not gonna lie to myself, Arduino is not that interesting for most people, and I'd prefer that those viewers' attentions go to someone a little bit more deserving. This is the second part of my stream, and definitely a lot more chill for the second part, as is indicated by the music. The goal today, I'm gonna take some water first, because I'm still kind of calming down from the last stream. The goal for this stream is actually gonna be getting the Bluetooth module working. I started this project maybe 2 months ago, and I've been making roughly an hour's worth of progress every week. So it's not much, but we tested out quite a few subcomponents and modules, tested out some microphones and lights. The end goal is to make a mask that I can program so that I can show my my face mask on stream by default. And we tried quite a few methods to get the microphone working, but unfortunately the modules that we purchased for microphones, they're actually more like sound detectors rather than regular microphones. So they did not work very well. This is the component that we worked with, I think 2 weeks ago before my affiliate celebration stream. And today, the reason why it didn't work so well is because they were very noisy in terms of the output that they sent. And instead, I'm actually going to be taking microphone input from my computer mic and sending the signals over via this Bluetooth module over here. Tazdar says, I'm not sure if there are any Bluetooth shields. Why do you prefer these modules? Sorry, I'm not sure if I fully grok what do you mean by Bluetooth shields. You mean purchasing an Arduino, I guess they're called shields. There's Arduinos that come with Bluetooth modules embedded in them, as well as I guess you can set your Arduino inside of a shield and then you can wire it up that way, I guess. I didn't want to purchase a separate Arduino, and I didn't want to purchase I didn't want to purchase a shield because I wanted to use this current board for prototyping, and then for the final product I'm going to be using like a much smaller board. So if I'm not actually going to keep everything around, I actually prefer not to purchase components that I don't already own, because this is an old board from like 2015 or so, and I already had it around, so I decided to just purchase the module directly without using the shield. Tazar says shields go right on top of the Arduino. Pen to pen is another sandwich layer. I haven't checked. I'm assuming there are shields just for Bluetooth. Yep. Earnest question. Not trying to second guess you. Yeah, no. It's good to provide that type of feedback. It's just for me this was cheaper, and because this is a prototype and I don't know if this is the actual component that I need, I didn't want to spend too much money on it. Tazar says, because I haven't messed with Bluetooth. Gotcha. Yeah, me neither. And I think I'm going to actually struggle quite a bit here today, because this component is quite different from all the other ones that I've worked with, because it comes with its own chipset on board. It's pretty much its own little Arduino, and you send signals to it back and forth. Previously, we've only been messing with like potentiometers and LEDs and solid state electronics, but this is the first time that I'm programming against another chip. Tazar says, I tend to buy shields to skip the wiring step. Interesting, separate chipset. Yeah, because it's hard to see, but like it has its own, well, it's its own board with its own chips on board. So um, I believe I can pair to it with my phone, but it's gonna depend on what the manual says. So let me go and bring up the documentation and manual. I don't believe I'm actually gonna get too far today. Oh, V is here. V says, "Oh, well, hello, V. You've found me in one of my like boring science project streams, as opposed to my regular, usual Genshin streams." Tazart says, "This is Chop Suey's secret stream." It kind of is. Like, I usually send everyone a raid right before this, because I know most people aren't interested in like reading documentation ahead of time, or reading documentation for when they're chilling on stream. But no, this is kind of my secret DJ and Saturday stream to do a little bit of programming. But yeah, I don't know if you find the content interesting, feel free to hang around. But this is not my typical content, so to speak. All right, so we're trying to program this Bluetooth module, and I also need to go and wire it up so that we can start testing with it. And the first thing to do is, of course, to go and find some friggin' documentation to teach me how to actually use this thing. Let's see. I'm trying to find the product page, and then I'll share my screen once I find it so that I don't dox myself. Arduino. It's in my order history, Bluetooth. Okay. And then once I bring it up on screen, I will switch over to my desktop. V says, "Well, I don't actually know anything about it, but I'd be interested in seeing what you're up to." Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing either. But I have enough of a background in engineering to eventually figure things out given enough time. So I think that's also like a mindset of engineers, is just like you feel comfortable feeling comfortable working with unknowns. So this is the actual module that I purchased, which I hope is the correct module. Let's see what the pins are. We got to go and wire this up to our board, and usually there's a positive and a negative, and then it seems like there's quite a few things. There's a power, which is like the positive, ground, which is the negative. There's a transmission, digital transmission, digital transmit and receive, so in and out pins. And then these ones, I don't know. There's a state pin, and then there's an EM pin. I have no idea what that means. There's also a button on the module. Is there? There is a tiny little button on the top left for you guys. Top left side of the module. It's probably not in focus right now, and my camera can't focus that close because it's a ultra wide lens. I think it's actually a 14mm lens for a full frame camera, so very wide. So yeah, there's a tiny little button. It says click the button into AT mode. I have no idea what that means. V says this looks complicated, not gonna lie. Yeah, it looks complicated to me as well. Like, to be honest, like there's so many things in here that I don't know, but the thing is, you know, the information is out there, right? So you can go and figure out given enough time. That's part of the fun of engineering, is just the learning process. So apparently this thing that I bought, I have to like download its own software for it to work. It says free configuration software, Bluetooth tools software. You can quickly modify the baud rate Bluetooth name, pairing and password role. Okay, so I think I can pair it with my phone or even with my computer, because this is a Bluetooth module. And I can set the name of the device. Very nice. So I can kind of program it a little bit. I wonder how it communicates with the module, because I'm probably gonna need it to like use one of its libraries. So it's a Bluetooth module with a button specifically for Arduino. Okay, not too much information here that's useful, to be honest. But what I can do is find other people who have worked with this module. Bluetooth tutorial. Tutorial for Arduino and this specific model number. Sony 7777. Hello, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen your name before, but we're reading some documentation for Arduino. This is the most interesting stream in the world. But thank you for redeeming the hydrate. I will go and take a sip. But yes, let's continue. So it looks like someone wrote a tutorial on this. Go and make it a little bit bigger. And then what was it? Yeah, YouTube on the side. All right, getting started with the HC05 Bluetooth module and Arduino. Okay, quite a few views, 116,000 views. And all I need is the IDE, which I do already have set up. Sony7 says, I'm new on your channel. I work a lot in Arduino. And now with ESP32, very nice. I am a complete noob at Arduino. I'm trying to do an LED mask project, and I do want to send signals via Bluetooth. This is the first time I'm working with this particular module, and I have no idea how to program it. Alex is here. Hello, welcome, Alex, my mod. For Sony 7, I'm usually a Genshin video game streamer, not a Arduino streamer. But I do this on my like kind of off secret streams. But I'm surprised that you're finding this stream, and especially I've set the title specifically to deter people from seeing, because I put like reading documentation in there, and I'm surprised you're here, but welcome nonetheless. Sony says download the Arduino Ide. Yes, I have it set up, and I do have it set up to run quite a few programs, but I'm not sure exactly how to program this particular Bluetooth module. Finding some examples for my board. Yep, that's what I'm doing. So this project hub says, okay, in this tutorial you will learn how to communicate and send data with Bluetooth using the HC05 Bluetooth module and an Arduino board. This is exactly the items that I do have at the end of the article. You will learn general information, how to send data, and how to send AT command to HC05. Okay. Brief introduction to the Bluetooth communication and protocol. There are several ways for wireless communications, such as NRF, Zigbee, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. Yep. Zigbee, I think, is used more for, I wonder if they mean NFC, but Zigbee is used for smart home automation, I believe. Bluetooth protocol is an affordable communication method in the PAN network, okay? With a maximum data rate of 1 megabit per second, megabit per second, working with a nominal range of 100 meters using 2.4 gigahertz frequency and a common way of wireless communicating. HC05 module, which is the one that we have, is a Bluetooth module using serial communication, mostly used in electronics projects. Very nice. There are some specifications. Working voltage is 3.6 to 5 volt, which, where's my power supply? I believe my Arduino Uno runs off of 5 volts, pretty sure. There's an internal antenna, which is, I believe, the curly part. Let me go and unplug it again. I did not bend the pins, thankfully. So there's a curly part at the very top that's out of focus right now, but I can't focus any closer. But it's at the very top. It's gold. I believe those are the antennas. What else am I missing? It had, okay, internal antenna says yes. Okay, automatic connection to the last device. Yes, okay, very nice. The first section is on sending data to Arduino via Bluetooth. The HC05, Tazar says gonna shower and lurk, enjoy Arduino chop suey. Thank you, Tazar, and thank you for letting me roast your setup earlier. I hope it was useful feedback, but at the same time, you know, like nothing taken too seriously, right? I try to say a lot of things for content, but not necessarily in order to describe actual concerns. Like if your tea kettle just works the fine it is, then it's not up to me to decide whether or not that works for you. Tazar says I wanted to meme for fun. Thank you for for being present and also being on the call. I think it was a lot of fun as well. I'm gonna go and upload that to YouTube at some point this week as well. Okay, back to the documentation. HC05 has an internal 3.3 volt regulator, and that is why you can connect it to 5 volt voltage. Okay, we strongly recommend the 3.3. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to step down the voltage with some resistors. And the logic of the HC05 serial communicator pins is 3.3 volts. Okay, so they definitely want to use the lower voltage for this one. Supplying 5 volts to the module can cause damage to the module. Okay, so don't use so don't use 5 volts. In order to prevent module from damage and making it work properly, you will need a resistance divergence circuit. Yep. So it's just some resistors to split the voltage between the Arduino transmission pin and the module receiving pin. When master and slave are connected, blue and red LEDs on the board blink every 2 seconds, according to the circuit. Okay. If they aren't connected, only blue will blink every 2 seconds. What is master and slave? I wonder what they're talking about. Maybe these are Bluetooth terms. There's a Bluetooth master and Bluetooth slave. Maybe I'm not sure. Tazdar says, yeah, I get it. Purposely did not clean up for the content. Thank you, Tazdar, and I hope you enjoy your shower. And again, thank you for stopping by today. All right, so here's the circuit we got to build. So what is going on in this circuit? Let's go and zoom in a little bit. It's super hard to see the blurry text because it's a pretty low resolution image, but I believe it's 5 volt on ground. Yep, okay. And then there are 2 resistors here. Okay, so the 5 volt goes directly to the 5 volt just to power it. Yep, and then the ground goes to ground just to power it. That's nice. They have a purple wire here to go to the transmission pin from the digital pin. Man, I wish they gave a higher resolution version of this diagram because I cannot see the pin numbers. Well, this is okay. Sure. Let me just keep reading. But it looks like they're using some of the digital pins for the transmission and receiving pins. They did not hook up the EM pin that I was so curious about earlier, like this EM pin and then the state pin. They did not hook it up at all. It's just powered transmission and receiving, and that's about it. And then they also have this white wire going to an LED with a little bit of a resistor. That's not bad. Okay. Sony says the master and slave means for the transmitter and receiver, like your phone and the board. It uses pins 2 to 3 and 8. 2 and 3 for the purple and green, and then it looks like 8 for the white one. I'm guessing at some point the code is gonna go and send a signal over to the 8. Maybe. Let's see. All right, so 2 and 3 for the receive and transmit, both on the digital side of things, and then number 8 on the digital side of things for an LED for some sort of indicating. All right, let's go and scroll down. So that's what happens when we wire it up correctly. The code says, or it says, in order to communicate with the HC05 using Bluetooth, you need a Bluetooth terminal application on your phone. You can use this one. All right, I hope this is not a virus, but let me go and get this on my phone. Actually, I'll grab my phone and then I'll just download it directly because I don't think I have this actually hooked up to my account. Bluetooth terminal. This will be very useful information once I've onboarded onto mobile Bluetooth programming to debug all the myriad of Bluetooth problems that we all inevitably have. Okay, so we got the Bluetooth terminal on the phone. Now for starting to transmit data, upload this code on your Arduino and connect the HC05 using the app that you have just installed. Communication name is HC05, password is 1234000, and the baud rate is 9600 by default. Okay, so what do they have in this piece of code? Let's go and read it real quick. Sony 7 says you will need to use the software serial library, okay? Because the onboard serial port uses for communication with the computer. Okay, so include software serial.h. Okay. Arduino. So last time I installed a library that was the fast LED library, and that worked pretty well. And I think, where is it? It's under tools. It's one of the settings here allows me to manage the different SDKs or the different libraries that I can have in this SDK. File, nope, tools, manage libraries. There we go. And then let's go and see if we can find the software serial library. Thank you for that tips, Sony 7. Whoops. Tools, manage libraries. And it is software serial. Could it have been pre-installed? Let's see. I don't see it on the list. Software serial. Let me go and try running this. Yeah, let me try running this to see if it breaks during compilation. And I also need to go and hook up my Arduino. Let me go and open a new sketch for this. Okay. We'll call this Bluetooth proof of concept, POC. This is actually not that much code. Okay, what does it even say? Software serial myblue 2 and 3. Pin number 2 for receiving, pin number 3 for transmitting, just like in the diagram. They have a flag. LED number is 8, which I believe was what they hooked up to the... Yep. Number 8 is the white wire going to the LED. Yep, okay. So pin number 8 is LED. During the setup, set the baud rate to 9600. The Bluetooth serial terminal, I guess, is also set to 9600. Pin mode. For the LED pin is using output. Okay. And it prints us some stuff to the serial monitor. And then in the loop, wow, okay. Indentation here is a little bit different from what I'm used to. It says if the Bluetooth is available, then read Bluetooth into the flag. Okay. If the red value is 1, then turn on the LED. Very nice. Else, if it's 0, then else if it's 0, also turn on the LED. I wonder if this is actually a bug in their code. Maybe it's supposed to say low, but I don't know. Let me keep reading onto the tutorial before I finish writing everything. Okay. Let me hook this up in terms of circuitry, and then let me see if I can actually find it if I scan for Bluetooth devices. But Sony 7 says turn it off. Yeah, it's strange. Like I copy and paste this code, and it says if flag is 0, then turn it on again. But then it says print LED off. So I'm guessing they just, whomever wrote this example just has a bug. But let me wire this up, power it on, and then let me see if I can have my phone connect to this module. Yep, low. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be low, but let's continue. Let me see if I can get my wires. 77 says miswrite. Yeah, probably just a typo. All right. Okay. Where's my sources? Let's go over to the side cam. All right. So seems like a pretty easy wire. I do need the voltage splitter with the resistors, but besides that, it should be a pretty easy wire. Okay, let me get the power in first. Huh, it's telling me to go 5 volt for the power of this thing. What does it say on the actual board? The board says power 3.6 to 6 volts. Yep. Okay, so I'll just power it with the regular 5 volt rail. Man, I have so many like random other crap on this circuit board. Whoop, sorry, smacked that microphone there. I'll put it on rows 1 through 5 at the very top, and then it looks like which pins are which. Top is receive and then transmit, and then ground, and then voltage is on the bottom. Okay, so row number 2 is going to be voltage for me because there's an extra EN pin, which I'm not sure what it's used for. Okay, so black on number 2, or red on number 2, black on number 3. Okay. Rhinosaurus says, where's the girl? Never mind, it was hours ago. Rhinosaurus, what are you talking about, man? Might be a little bit out of context. Alright, row number 2. Oh, you're talking about the VTuber. I had Paimon. I actually found a Paimon Vroid Studio or Vroid model, and then I became Paimon for the rest of the last stream. But yeah, I was asking chat for suggestions for which model you guys wanted to use, as long as, you know, it was relatively appropriate. But this is actually technically a new stream. I had a 15-minute break in between the 2 streams, and I sent the other viewers, I sent them over to Kylie's channel for her 6-month celebration stream, and then she like finished within 4 minutes. And now I've started my second secret stream where we read documentation. Second secret stream for documentation. But yeah, since you are actually not there, let me go and refund you those points. And you know what? I don't mind being Paimon for a day. It brings in a little bit, excuse me, brings in a little bit of novelty. Where is my points refunder button? Reward queue. Is it record? Yeah, reward queue. Change VTuber, I'm going to reject it. And then hydrate, yes, I did. And do the hydrate. All right. Okay, so I got the power and... Power and ground should be linked up, okay. And then I just need a voltage splitter for the receive and transmit. Do I have resistors in this box? I do not have resistors in this box. Sag. Actually, I think I have resistors on the circuit board. Let me check that. I don't know which is which. I'm too lazy to read the resistor band values, the colors that is. I'm just gonna go and get some new resistors. Oh, excuse me. All right, where's that tutorial for which resistors I can use? I don't have these values memorized necessarily. Resistors. Okay, what are the values on the resistors from one of the comments? One is about 1k ohm, the other one's 2k ohm. Okay, so like a 1 to 3 ratio. Resistor on the Ide is 220 ohm. Okay. I'm going to show that real quick. Okay. So if we have 5, and then we're splitting it between 2/3 times 2/3, that should be, well, okay, 3.3, exactly 3.3. Okay, that's great. So I just need a 1 to 2 ratio for the resistance values. Let me see if I can find those. Got myself a bag of resistors here on the side cam. These are 220s. 5Ks, okay. 10 ohms. They come in this small. Okay. 190s. 1 mega ohm. Goodness gracious. 10Ks. There's 1Ks and 2Ks. Okay, cool. I guess the other ones I have taken must be 1Ks and 2Ks because these are missing. I'm missing a few rows here. Let me go and grab a 2K and a 1K. I'm just so lazy to read the color band values on these resistors, but there's definitely a convention there. Wait, which one did I just grab? F. I think that was a 1K. Okay, so I'm holding the 1K. Yep. I'm like running out of room for these. Alright, I'm gonna go and unplug a lot of stuff from previous projects that I don't really care about. Yeah, why don't I just clear up the board, because we're done working with potentiometers. Alright, so this is the 1K in my hand. I know my microphone's a little bit quiet because my head needs to be close to the circuit board because these are tiny little components I can't see otherwise. And then this is the 2K. So I want the 2K to be touching the red one. Just let me double check on these color bands. So tiny. Black, brown versus black, brown. What? Okay, no, this is definitely the 2K. Alright, 2K ohm resistor, I think, needs to touch the red. Red rail. Okay. Before I forget where I was, let me go and hook it up. Okay. And then I guess blue is going to be my negative for some reason. Okay. And then the 1K should be on the blue. I'm pretty sure. Mimic Crane says, man, your face looks weird compared to your body. Yeah. These are my animatronic arms that I'm operating from my simulated AI brain on the internet. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Mimicring. Welcome to the stream. We're reading a lot of documentation, to be honest. But I'm trying to learn how to program this Bluetooth module. I just wanted to send a signal over to my Arduino board and then maybe light up a LED bulb. I usually don't do this type of thing. I'm more of a Genshin video game streamer. But I do have my chill streams as well. But yes, welcome. Mimicrink says, I work in C++, so I love documentation. Froppy OKO is also here. Says, Arduino, nice. What kind of project are you working on? So the end project is going to be getting an LED mask working with an Arduino Nano, I believe is the product name for their smallest ones, the Nano. But before that, I'm doing a lot of prototyping just to learn how to properly program these modules. The one we're working with today, which Sony 7 has been helping me out with, is the HC05 Bluetooth serial wireless module. We've been reading documentation for the last half an hour or so. Or actually, it's been a whole hour, And we're currently wiring up the circuit board according to this diagram. So the module, it requires 3.3 volts instead of 5 volts. So I'm currently setting up a voltage splitter so that we don't end up accidentally frying the board. Froppy says, no, I love this kind of stuff because I'm always too lazy to look into these things. Yeah. I know what you mean. It's like, it's really entertaining to watch like people fixing cars, but it's not really fun fixing cars yourself. But it's like super entertaining watching someone else make progress because like you don't actually have to learn it, right? But I don't know, for me, like right now I'm at such an elementary level with Arduino programming that I'm ending up having to like look up even some of the most basic things, like friggin' for loops. Yeah, I don't know if this is the channel you want to be at to see people be skillful with Arduino. This is more of kind of a figure things out as I go along, and maybe we might get one thing working kind of stream. Frobby says, it's very entertaining seeing people's projects come to life. Yeah, I absolutely know what you mean. Like, if you guys watch Chris Fix on YouTube, he fixes cars. It's just like super satisfying watching him like be skillful at what he does, right? But I'm kind of the opposite of that. I'm not super skillful. Tazar says, I remember having to disable Arduino's serial and toggling AT mode and back and forth when messing with Bluetooth. Interesting. Toggling AT mode back and forth. Froppy says, I love variety streams. Yo, Tazdart. Tazdart, you are everywhere, man. It's not me, it's you, man. Alright, let me go and get the split signal. How do I wait a second? I don't want to split it from the power supply because the power supply doesn't actually have signal. I want to split it from one of the pins. And I think I only have to split it for the receive, but not for the transmit. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Okay, that's for the green wire is receive. Yep. Yeah, green wire is receive. And then that goes into 0, 1, 2, 3. That goes into number 3 for digital. 0, 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Huh, kind of like unplugged itself. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Don't plug on yours. Unplug yourself now. And then that goes here. Hello. Mimicring, thank you for following. Hello and welcome to the stream. A lot of new people here today. Let me go over back to the side cam. Welcome to the stream. We are wait, actually Mimicry, I think I did see you chat a little bit earlier, but yes, thank you for the follow. Emicron says, "Fuck, I love that anime. Never finished it." Yuru Yuri or King Iro Mosaic, because both of them are kind of, they came out around the same time, and they're both like whatchamacallit, like moe animes from the mid to 2010s. Yuru Yuri, yes. Oh my god, they have 3 seasons of that show. I was so happy when they announced the third season because like 1 and 2 were friggin' hilarious. Um, what else am I missing in chat? Tazar says, I'm everywhere. Can confirm. Yup. Frappy says, usually in a cute girl stream, of course. Tazar. JK says Frappy. Mimicry says, yep, you're yeah. I definitely recommend. It's like a chill anime where, like, I would watch it before bed, because none of the episodes are continuous. There's no like plot for the story. It's just comedy, and there's a lot of really good memes in there. Frappy says, "Do you like Xiaoling? Is she your favorite girl?" For me, yeah, Xiaoling is my waifu. I have a marriage certificate with Xiaoling. That's in my credit card bill, if you want to see it. But yeah, she is my favorite character, favorite female character. Kaching is queen, but Xiaoling will always be waifu. Tazar says I'm exposed. Tazar says Chop Suey is cute girl. Yup. Yeah, well, if you want me to be, I can go and switch over my VTuber avatar back to Shibu-san, like Rhinoceros wanted. Frappy says, I give you my respect. Xiaoling is the sister I never had. She kind of a sister character? I don't know. I've always really liked her character design as well as her voice acting in all the languages. Tazar says, Frappy found someone who shrimps Xiaoling. Yes, finally. I feel like nobody, like, Xiaoling gets a lot of crap. Like, I think a lot of streamers I watch give a lot of crap to Xiaoling, and I'm just like, she's really good if you have C4 and you give her the right artifacts. In fact, she's better than Diluc a lot of the times because her Q, if you have the right constellations, it just friggin' lasts forever. You give a Favonius Lance and then like she just has her Q up all the time. Frappy says BRB. Do enjoy your BRB and thank you for stopping by. Okay, so I've split the voltage, and then I need the split value to actually go to the receive pin, right? That's the green one on the diagram. Let me go back to the diagram again. Yep, that's the green one to the receive. Okay. So the second green one goes from the split voltage. I hope I have the right resistors in there. I do not want to fry this board. And then the receive voltage is 2 down from the power. So 1, 2, that's row number 5. Pretty sure. Okay, and then last thing I need is just a transmit back to digital. All right. Do I have a cable long enough? What color did they use for transmit? Transmit was purple. Do I have a purple one? I do not. I will use this orange one, I guess. No, orange is power for me. Oof. Okay, let me go and rip a new purple one. That's not one of the cables. That's one of the extenders. Man, not enough colors. Always not enough colors. I think I'll use one of the blue ones, maybe. It might get confusing if I decide to... Okay, yellow. Yellow is good. All right, yellow is transmit. It's row number 4 to a pin. Pin number 2. Yep, I think that's it. Yeah, pin number 2 for the transmit. They're using purple, I'm using yellow. Okay. Tazar says, I don't hear a lot of crap for Xiaoling, but not especially a lot of love. She was OP in the beta test before the nerf. I've never played beta. In fact, I've not heard of Genshin until until Pokemon started playing it, of all people. But like I don't know, just like a lot of you guys fell in love with the game immediately, and now I've spent like what $250 on Genshin in total. No, no, it's more like $300 in total. But like it's over 5 or 6 months of gameplay, right? So it's like what $50 a month? I'd say that's worth it. Okay, hope I have everything wired up correctly. The one thing that I don't have is they have a really long white cable that goes over to the LED off on the side. So let me go and wire that one up as well, which I believe is number 8. Okay, number 8 goes over to the LED, and then they have a small resistor just to make sure that nothing catches on fire or, burns out. And I guess I will also use a small resistor. I don't know what this one is. This is probably a 1K or 2K, but... Alright, and then let me make sure that the diode direction is correct. Yep. Longer end with the positive. Go and plug that in. Alright. Alright, okay. I hope everything is plugged in right. Plugged in well. Let's see if we were gonna have to struggle with the AT button. Is that what Tazdart said earlier? The AT mode. Huh. Alright. Okay. But for now, my only goal is to get this thing powered and then see if I can connect to it with my phone. Right, it's not plugged in my computer. It's a Type-C cable. Okay, here's my Type-B cable. I think this is called a Type-B cable. Alright, it's powered on. Ooh, there's a LED blinking, and it's red. I think it was talking about something about red, right? What did it say about red LEDs? Red. Okay, when master and slave are connected, blue and red blink. If they aren't connected, then the blue one blinks every 2 seconds. Okay, so that makes sense. I haven't connected with my phone yet. Okay, it's powered. That's why it's blinking. So I'm going to get my phone and see if I can find anything that resembles the device. I got N04. Oh, DSD Tech HC05. Here it is. Do I want to pair with it? So wonderful. It's at least been powered. Let's see if we can actually get it to pair. Do I want to pair with it? And it says the... where's the... Oh. S2000 has come back. Hello. Welcome back. We're doing an Arduino project right now. This is kind of the secret stream after my normal Saturday streams, where after I send people over via raids, I start a stream to do boring reading of documentation, very highly technical documentation. To be honest, it's not that technical. Like I think most people could do it if they understood, if they finished high school physics. But it tends to be a little bit drier content, which is why I send the viewers away. And for people who are interested, they can stick by. Anyway, we're trying to go and pair this new Bluetooth module that I've just connected over to my phone. And I believe the documentation as well as the code, the comments in the code say to pair with the code 0000 or 1234. Let's try 0000 first. It's pairing. And once it's fully paired, it should have another blue LED turn on. My phone says it's still pairing. As 2000 says, I haven't done electronics in a long time. Yeah, same. This is probably the first project I've done out of high school even. No, college, out of college, that involved working with solid-state electronics and breadboards. I'm mostly a software guy. Okay, I believe it's rejected my pairing code. Let me try the other pairing code, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this is pairing. Oh, interesting. So it was blinking the red LED very rapidly, but then after I did the pairing, it's now blinking slowly. What does my phone say? My phone says it's actually connected. I'm supposed to be seeing a blue LED. Huh. Alright. Is this still connected? Yes. Yes, it's on my list of connected devices on my phone. Is it? No, it's disconnected itself again. Wait, what? There's two devices, one which is connected, the other one which is not. Well, here's what it says on my phone. Let me go over to the side cam. Gan says, I got IPC certified back in like 2010, 2011. I forget when I did electronics in college. Huh. Interesting. I've never gotten certification for anything in my whole life, but financially I do pretty well when it comes to software. I have big respect for all the folks who work in hardware because, man, like debugging software might be difficult sometimes, but at least you don't have to well, first of all, you don't have to worry about fires. Usually you don't have to worry about fires. And then second, in order to make changes, it's pretty quick and easy. For hardware, on the other hand, like if you wire something wrong, you might lose your board, you might lose your components, you might lose your power supply, you might even lose your whole lab if there's an unintended fire. You might lose your whole freaking life if you're not if you're touching the wrong things. So yeah, big respect to all of you hardware folks out there. Okay, so apparently it paired and then it unpaired. As soon as I turn off the screen on my phone. So let me see if I can pair it a second time. Previously paired devices. Okay, let me forget it. Forget the device and then repair it. Okay. Device code 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's pairing again, and now it is in the paired list, currently connected, previously connected. Huh. It like connected and then like unconnected. Weird. I might need special software. Do I? Is this the AT mode that Tazdar was talking about? Let me see. There is a button on the board. I don't know what it does. I'm gonna try pressing it while it's powered. It's so tiny. Can't press it, it's so tiny. Okay, I pressed the button. The light turned on when I was pressing it, and then now it's back in its normal mode of blinking. Sony7 says, I was not seeing at all. Did you upload your code yet? No, not yet. I'm just trying to get it to pair with my phone for now. Because according to the documentation, it's supposed to be... It's supposed to be flashing a blue light every 2 seconds if they are connected. Yep, but for me, it's just blinking red. If they aren't connected, only blue one blinks every 2 seconds. Wait, I don't have any blue ones. Maybe the LEDs on my board are a little bit different compared to the one that's used in the specification. But yeah, let me go and upload my code if I actually can. I thought I connected it. Okay. Upload. Okay. I think it's uploaded. Yep, I don't see any errors. Anything in, where's my, whatchamacallit, serial monitor? There we go. That should have the output from the board. It says LED off, okay. Anything else? It says default password is 1234000. It says ready to connect, LED is off. Sony 7 says, do you have configured the Bluetooth board? Oh, good question. Yeah, maybe I need to go and download their software to set up some of the settings in there. Good question. Good question. Yeah, let me look into the manufacturer's website and see if I can get the software. I believe it is this device. Free configuration software by DSD Tech. Bluetooth software. Might as well download this. Although one question is, how does it actually talk to my computer? Probably via the Arduino board. Let's see. Sony 7 says download it and configure to properly connect. All right, let's give it a shot. You can download this tool from the official site of DSD Tech. DSD Tech. Bluetooth download. Very nice. Simplified Chinese. A language I actually know how to read. DSD Tech Bluetooth Tools Soft. Download version 1. This looks legit. Actually, this is just kind of their. All right. Oh, now support the follow device. Which is the specific model that I got. I got the HC05. Is there a sub? No. Okay. Is HC05 on here? It is. This is item number 7. Okay. All right. HC05. Gonna go and download it from Google Drive. Very nice. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Is there a download all button? Okay. Yep. Okay, that's the zip. I'm gonna go and unzip it. Let's see what's in here. DSD Tech Tools.exe. Let's go and open it. It's probably tiny on the screen right now, but oh, quite a few pieces of information here. Oh, do they have a manual for this? Nope, it's just a piece of software. Zip did not come with a manual. Okay. Update history. Here's an app. Okay, none of this is useful. Please note that only some important AT commands are supported. To complete AT instruction, please refer to the data sheet. Okay, UR is COM3 baud rate 115200. Would I want to assume this works similar to the Arduino SDK? Let's try it. Access to COM3 is denied. I wonder if that's because I'm actually running this Arduino program. How do I actually talk to the module, I wonder? Quickly modify baud rate Bluetooth name pairing password. And that's for the HC05 tab. Okay, HC05 tab. Okay, I see. DSD Tech HC05 is a classic Bluetooth 2.0 module, only compatible with Android phone, not compatible with any iOS devices. Okay, thank goodness I don't have an iPhone. Default baud rate is 9600. About datasheet and how to enter AT command mode, go to support website. Okay. Pin is 1234. I'm going to press the test button. Please open UART. There's a lot of technical terms here that I don't fully have context over. Role is a slave. How does it know how to talk to the... Like, I must need to wire it with some program. Sony 7 says UART is serial port. I'm definitely feeling the music right now. Like, I'm extremely Pepega as of this moment. Serial port. Serial port? Please open UART. So I need to have some sort of a tunnel open with Arduino, and then the DSD Tech tools will talk through that tunnel. Sony says, I can't get a good view of your screen. Yeah, sorry, it's display is too high resolution. The console just says, please open UART when I press the test button. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here. Let's see. Please choose. Okay, so at the very top, there is UART, and then I have a selection drop down. Whoop, it's a little loud. Give me 1 second. Actually, why don't we go back to that lo-fi playlist? Sure. Sony says you will do it all in the window you open. No, none in the ID of Arduino. Select the port. The Arduino is connected. I believe that is COM3. Baud rate is 9600. I'm going to press open. Open UART success. Wonderful. That sounds positive. Okay, let me press the test button again. And console said send AT. Huh, no return okay yet. Man, I wish I can somehow zoom in. Actually, where is OBS? Come on, OBS. Let me go and add just an extra scene just for today. Window capture. I believe this is it. Yeah, so I send but no receive. I wonder how it knows what pen to send it to. Go to support website. Oh, okay. Data sheet. Okay. Way number 1, step 1, input low level pin 34 to EM pin. Oh, so this is how I use the EM pin. It's for configuring the device. Step 2, supply power to the module. Step 3, input high level to the EM pin. Then the module will enter AT mode. The baud rate is the same as the communication line. Default is 9600. Okay, way number 2 says connect the pin 34 EM pin to the power supply pin, or always press the button. I'm guessing they're saying hold the button. Step 2, power supply to the module. Then the module will enter AT mode, but at this time the baud rate is always 38K 400. And this way the user should change the baud rate at the AT mode if they forget the communication baud rate. human documentation. Documentation is for humans. All right, let's see. Send AT. Yep, send AT is correct, but not yet return OK. I wonder if I don't have it wired up the way that they expect me to. Power. Receive and transmit are not wired up. Maybe I actually need to receive it. Sony says, I see your problem. How can I explain? Oh, interesting. I'm actually getting all the Arduino standard out from... I'm getting all the Arduino standard out from the DST Tech tools, which means that it is communicating with COM3. I might need to wire this up in a specific way in order to send the AT command. Let's see. Tutorial. DSD Tech Bluetooth Tools tutorial. Well, there's a YouTube video. Sony says, wait, it connected to your serial port already. I guess it did because it's printing all of the standard out from the Arduino that the program is actually running. Test, send AT. Does this mean, I guess it means the baud rate is set, and then probably the pin is set. Let's see. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try connecting. Sony 7 says to send AT commands, you have to send them through the serial port. Yep. Therefore, you should make your Arduino print the data that you send via serial port to the Bluetooth board. Make the Arduino print data. So I actually want to have the serial in Arduino print to the Bluetooth board. Otherwise, you should have a board that communicates directly with the PC. Yeah, I don't have a board that communicates directly to the PC. There's no 6-pin port on my PC. It's USB that goes over to Arduino. That said, it might be possible that the module is already set up to be used. Because I don't see any other settings besides baud rate, pin, and roll. And I was able to connect pretty well earlier. Let's see. Pair a new device. Okay. It is almost a solid red right now. DST Tech HC05. Forget it. Okay. And then repair it if it's available. Okay, it is here. Pin is 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I got a snippet. So serial Bluetooth dot read dot write from the serial. If okay, let me go and put that into the snippet. Let's see. Thank you for your help, Sony 7. There is definitely a lot of terms here that I don't fully understand. But let's go and see if the information here helps me better internalize it. And I believe you're referring to serial BT, whereas the example code is using myblue. I might have to use the variable name that you provided, serial BT 23. Serial. Am I still sharing screen? I am not. Let me go and get rid of that source. Okay. Serial BT dot begin 9600 baud. And I don't think we actually need this message. Okay. Let me get rid of everything else. So in the loop, we have if the serial is available, then the Bluetooth should write out what is being read by serial. Okay. If I'm understanding this correctly, we are anything that's going through serial is being forwarded to Bluetooth. If I'm understanding that correctly. Both of them are set at 9600 baud. Does this compile? Let's see. Might be missing some punctuation. I'm missing some punctuation. Access is denied on 3. I think that's because it's being used. Okay, now it's fully set up. Okay, can I reopen this? Whoop. All right, I'm definitely receiving stuff on the Bluetooth tools. Specifically, turn that window capture back on. Receiving a lot of garbage, I guess. What if I press the test button? Send AT. Receive nothing. So let me get this right. DSD Tech Bluetooth Tools is sending data over USB to COM3. That's going to the Arduino program, which is currently reading the signal and then forwarding it over to the Bluetooth module. Right, and that's wired up correctly on pins 2 and 3. Let me double check. Oh, sorry. Yep. Set your baud rate to 9600. I do believe it's currently set to 9600, both in the code as well as in the console. Let's see. I think I remember reading in the documentation somewhere that by default, then the module will enter into AT mode. The baud rate is the same as the communication line. Default is 9600. Input high to the EM pin. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Is I actually need to wire it so that we have 3 volts on the EM pin. Maybe I'll need to add more resistors to that. Yeah, let me check these YouTube to see if they have any circuitry. Okay. Nope, same one. 2 and 3 for transmit, receive, and then some power, and that's about it. Does theirs light up blue? Let's see. Sony says I have to use the set button on the window. Let's see. Set. Let me go and open that window again. So I believe it was set. Set UART 9600. Okay. And sending AT receives nothing. Yeah, I wonder if other people have gotten it to work. They also have some sort of a blinking red light. And then after they connect, oh, they use the app to connect rather than from the connection menu. Let me try the app that was just downloaded. Which one was it? Bluetooth console, something like that. Bluetooth. Console. Huh. I thought I downloaded it. Where did it go? My apps. Installed. Yeah, where is the app that they recommended? Bluetooth terminal. Serial Bluetooth terminal. It wasn't installed. Okay, now it is. Open. Devices. Bluetooth Classic. Device is not here. Because it wasn't previously fully connected, I believe. Sony says repower my board, okay? And then try to connect with your phone and press test. All right. Well, I rebooted the Arduino, but let's see. Let me get rid of the. Oh, already gone. Oh, that's it, and that's also. Wait, what happened to the window? Configuration window, was it closed? Uh-oh, okay. Let's get it back up. HC05. And let's open this channel. I believe it's the same behavior as before. Let's see. Phone Bluetooth. Hello Froppy, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your alternative activity. Pair a new device. Yeah, let me try setting the baud rate. Does that... Test. Nope, still no output that says return okay. Try changing to other baud rate. Yeah, the other one that they recommended was on their official website was way 1 is 9600, but then way 2 is 38400. 38400. Set. Test. Still not okay. Let me just try all of them. Maybe 2400. That looks like garbage. All right, 4800. Still garbage. Sony says close the connection. Okay. See if any give you readable data, and I'll open again with other baud rate. Sure. Okay. 40. Oh, looks like it crashed. Either crashed or it purposely closed. All right, let's try that again. Reopen with maybe 38400. Set. Please open first. Okay, open. And then set. I think I got nothing on 38. Let's try 192. Open. Set. Test. Still got nothing. One more. Still garbage. 96. Maybe one more. Sony says, what you said is under the baud rate configuration. You have to do it up. Sony, I think I might want to do some more additional learning before I attempt to work with this tool, because I believe there are some other steps that I can take before I continue on this path. There's a lot of information here that that's not fully well translated, because the manufacturer here is in Chinese. I believe I'm probably not the first person to have gone through this step, and I think, if there are some steps that I've missed from other tutorials, they should be covered through the course of a video. So I'm gonna do a little bit of debugging and a little bit of researching, and then maybe we can come back to this tool afterwards. Okay, so I found this YouTube video that still has the same, let me go and make this invisible for a bit. This appears to be the same symptoms I was witnessing earlier, and then they're using, what is this, BLT scanner? BLE scanner. Okay. I don't think that was a part of the tutorial that was described here. Let's see. Configuring the Bluetooth module using AT commands. They have a very similar configuration, except actually they've wired up the... I believe that is the EM pin at the very top. Okay, and then it seems like they were using the serial monitor to enter AT commands. Interesting. Follow the instructions here on the instructables. Okay. And what is going on here? They've set a baud rate of 38400. What about their wiring? Oh, okay. They have an additional wire compared to what we have. There's an additional wire, which is the orange wire, set to the pin. Whoa, loud. Can't believe we actually finished the whole 3-hour block. Let me see if I can find another piece of music. And that is relatively long. Maybe just some sort of a lo-fi playlist. Let's go over start radio. Why not? Okay. Right, they have this orange one going from pin number 9. And it looks like they've completely used the Arduino Ide. What is in their setup? Pin mode number 9, which is output. And then they are setting pin number 9 to be high. Okay, and I believe that's the same as what they're saying in the data sheet. What is it? Way number 1, set the EM pin to be high. Okay. Can I use 5 volts? I think they're just straight up using 5 volts for everything, not even 3.5. What am I missing in chat? Well, a lot of things happening in chat. Tazar says bubble tea pog. Finally, someone who doesn't call it boba, bubble tea supremacy. Alex says, where did the boba even come from? Oh, and Sony said, I know, man, you're doing very well anyway. Alex says, it was always bubble milk tea from Taiwan. Tazar says, people not in New York City be calling it boba. I feel strongly about it. Alex says, those people. Is that a babble? Sorry, I just bumped the microphone there. Is that a babble emote? Because that kind of looks like his face. Sony7 says, if you use serial software, the pins don't matter. But use the same one as he is using. Just enable the pin is the key. I see. Yeah, right. Because there's nothing that I have wired up going into the key pin. And I do believe I need that to be high. They are using 10 and 11, which to be honest doesn't really matter. But I think I need that orange wire. Yep, pin number, what is it? HC05 pin 34, Arduino pin 9. And their software says to set 9 to high. Alex says, nope, Fobmaster. Fobmaster. Oh, that's another streamer. I don't know, but I'm guessing also a pretty large streamer. I'm guessing. 38400 is the default speed. Okay. All right, and then in the loop, yeah, in the loop they have the exact same code that Sony has sent me, which is just forward all the Bluetooth traffic over to serial and then all the serial traffic over to Bluetooth. Bidirectional data forwarding. But yes, I think I need to set the... Yeah, I need to set the AT pin, not the AT pin, pin number 34. I need that to be high. Or not pin number 34, but pin ID 34, is that the proper term? Pin 34, that's the key, okay. So I'm going to wire that up. That's row number 1. And then do I have a long enough cable? Let's see. I do not. Let me get this extender. Oof. Alright, I guess I'll put that on number 9. Yep, and then I'll make sure that it's turned on. How do I turn it on? Pin mode number 9. So int LED. So instead of LED, what is the name of this pin? This is called the EM pin. EM pin is number 9. And then we'll set EN to the mode, the controller mode, I think. Where is the example code? To output, yeah, digital write 9 high. Digital write the EM pin to high. All right, let's go and upload that and let's see if that makes a change. Oh, the red light is blinking rapidly now. I wonder if that means it's ready for MX or AT mode or sending AT commands. All right. And then they also set the baud rate for Bluetooth serial to be 38400. Okay. Oh, I never set the baud rate. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay, cool. But let's go and set it to 38400. Go and upload serial BT instead of BT serial. Okay, I wonder what's happening now. Sony says remember to upload the code you see now. Upload it to like GitHub. I don't plan on publicizing a lot of this, but I have everything on disk, and most of this is just for proof of concept. So I'm not super worried. But okay, 38400. Oh, we have some additional chats here. Gan says EN for enable. For enabling input of AT commands, I guess. Tazdart says Fabi calls it Boba. How dare he? Alright. So COM 3 port is 9600. Serial Bluetooth. I wonder if I can just set it over at 9600 for everything, so I don't have to remember which one's which. As long as the EN pin is enabled. Let's go and test. Or actually, open. Test. Okay, do I have to set first and then test? Sending, no receiving, but at least no garbage this time. Let's see. Oh, before you connect the Arduino to the USB, okay, let me go and reset this first. Remove the power wire from HC05 so it's not getting more power. All other wires are still connected. Now connect the Arduino Uno to the... Okay. Make sure it's not paired and then reconnect. Wow, there's a lot of connecting and reconnecting here. All right, let me go and try that. No power. Okay. Now connect to the USB cable. And then make sure it's not paired. I'm not sure how I can make sure it's not paired, but pretty sure pairing was unsuccessful before. Reconnect the 5-volt wire. So it needs to turn on with the EM pin enabled. And now it is a solid red. Oh, it's blinking very slowly. Okay. The LED will blink on and off at about 2-second intervals. Yep, that's exactly what I'm seeing. Now it's an AT command mode, ready to accept commands to change configurations and settings. To test if everything is wired successfully, open the serial monitor and then in the Arduino IDE. Interesting. Okay, and then type AT and hit send. Oh, I don't think I actually. Okay, let's try that again. AT. You should see okay. I don't see okay. If you don't see okay, check your wiring. This is Jolene cosplay. Yes, I've already got most of the materials. I'm just waiting for the wig for the Jolene cosplay. It's actually already fulfilled. In terms of community challenge, you guys contributed the points to do it, and I'm waiting for the wig to come before I show it off on stream. Sony says you have to do two things: make sure that the sending and receiving work at the same baud rate. The connection by Bluetooth has to be done with the phone in any way. The connection by the Bluetooth has to be able to be done by the phone anyway. Setting the baud rate only makes the Arduino make sure the Arduino can receive information correctly, and you do not see any garbage you saw before. Without the Arduino should be able to read, and you should send through serial port that you send from the phone. I see. Does that mean now that it's actually an AT? It's an AT command mode. Right, access is denied because I still have the COM port up here. Okay, let's try that again. Can I still open? Okay, opened. Test, send AT. Still nothing. Wiring looks correct. 5-volt ground. Transmission receive, yep. And then the code looks about the same. Except that the baud rate is different. I think that's the only one thing that I have different. And I also began before. I don't know if it actually makes a difference, but yeah, let me try this baud rate, because I think that is the method number 2 that was in their datasheet. Connect to a power supply pin. Or always press the button. Okay, supply power to module. And then we'll go into AT, but the baud rate is set to 38400. Okay, so unplug the power wire, plug in to enable the EN, and then plug in the power wire. 2-second intervals, yeah, okay. And then I open the COM port. Did I actually upload the code? I don't think so. Crap. Okay. Okay. Unplug power. Replug. Oh. Replug power. AT mode. Okay, COM port. AT. Send. I got nothing back. Hmm. Oh man, I might have to fidget with this for a bit offline. Ooh. Uh, Someone says, Sony says, try to copy and paste the code for the page. You will be able to realize what you're doing wrong. Yeah, because I don't have it like byte equivalent. Uh, Maybe I need to fidget with it a little bit offline. Tazar says, child be making things wet. Ooh. Tazar says, goodbye, Mr. Streamer, bye chat, and goodbye, Mr. Tazdart Streamer, also a streamer. Frappy says, not exactly sure what you mean. Have a good night. Alex says, have a good night. Tazar says, gonna crash y'all lurk. Have a wonderful night. I hope you get some sleep. Speaking of sleep, it is 1:15 for me. I'm usually offline by this point. I think we got to a fair level of new learning. Um, as with software and especially with hardware intermingled with software, there's always a high degree of volatility in how much you actually get done by the end of the day. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about COM ports, about serial ports. I learned a lot about wiring and enabling modes. But it is getting late for me, so I'm gonna have to call it a night for the end of the stream. We'll have to continue from this later on. It's not necessarily a failure, nor is it a fully a success. It's a pause to let our brains rest and fully absorb some of the information that we took in today. There was a lot of Chinese translated instruction manuals. There's a lot of software that was new, and of course a lot of new terms. But okay. Thank you, Sony7, for the follow as well. I do this every Saturday night around 11 o'clock Pacific time. So if you're interested, do tune in for my next stream. Hopefully same time next week. Sony says, Tazar says, oh god, baud rate, that's exactly what took me a long time to figure out. Sony says, if you're starting out with all this, it's best to try and copy the code that you're seeing. I hope better luck next time. Thank you, Sony. Tazar says, the baud rate and the AT mode, serial on and off, usually trips me up the longest. Yeah, and I do want to experiment a little bit with this later because I'm fairly sure I'm understanding what they want me to do. It's just a matter of executing it in the correct way, and in the correct sequence. And then Frappy says, all right, have a good night, Chop Soy. Tazar says, I literally ended up with every combination of configuration until one worked. Yeah, it's like the component was created in China and the documentation was written in China and translated over to English. So there's a lot of important information that's missing out there. Sony7 says, requested by Songless? Yeah, I do karaoke on the stream every once in a while. It is a little bit late though, for me. So if you're going to be requesting, I will have to perform it on my next stream, which is going to be on Monday at 8 o'clock Pacific time. Because it is a little bit late. I do have family members who are already at bed, so I'm not able to make a huge amount of noise. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to perform this at the next one. Probably says another step closer to Zhang Li cosplay. Yes, another step closer. Although you guys have already fulfilled it via the community challenge. Sony says, "Don't worry, man. I like your stream. Thank you." And we don't always do the most intense or the most smart pieces of work, but we do learn and we do chill. And I hope my voice has been, if nothing else, at least a bit of backdrop for all of you guys while you guys are doing your own tasks. Sony says, goodbye, bye man, have a good night, and have a wonderful night to all of you guys as well. Fravi says I would love karaoke. Can't wait. Yes. Tune in for my weekly streams. I stream on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, starting at 8 o'clock Pacific. Same bad channel, same bad time. So yeah, looking forward to it as well. Let's go and find someone to raid who is on Sack Accountant. I've never raided Sack Accountant before. Let me see. How is the audio quality for some of these people? Because I'm happy to send you guys over to a channel that has similar production quality standards. Dr. Drumon's playing Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy. Let's see. Is there any other science and technology streams that we can raid? Last time I actually found someone who was learning programming. Okay, I'm gonna pause the music just to hear what they sound like. Ask your, oh my goodness, control my Anki vector robot. This one is still up. I think I rated them a while ago. This person seems pretty chill. I'm not sure what they're doing though. It just says new. I make the worst Minecraft mods imaginable. Build a Java live stream calendar, Java and JavaScript. All right, seems like a pretty quiet stream. All right, let's go and raid Mr. Nipa FX here. I wish I knew more people in this streaming category. Inglorious Coder Z. Oh, this guy is actually talking. Wonderful. All right. Let's go and raid Mr. Inglorious Coder Z. Doing a little bit of JavaScript. All right, have a wonderful night. Next time I stream is going to be Dark Souls on Monday at 8 p.m. I think that's about it. Frappy says, okay, have a good stream. Hey, appreciate the fun times and the hard times. Yeah. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I'm going to press the raid now button right now. Right now.